Hello friends, and welcome back to day number 28 of our 30-day island challenge to complete an entire island, including the beaches, houses, all of that stuff, in just 30 IRL days. And today's day 28, which means we are very close to the end of this old little challenge that we've been doing. And today is the dreaded day of the beaches. Oh, look, balloon. We are going to be doing the beaches today, which for me is a big accomplishment because if you have seen any of my other islands, I've finished a total of 6 islands, I believe, like uploaded to the dream address and everything. And only 2 of those have had decorated beaches, and one of them was a 30-day island challenge as well. And I'm now just realizing that I once again do not have a band-aid on my face, so let me go remedy that situation real quick. That is much better. I now look like my normal in-game self with my little bandage. But today we're going to be decorating all of the beaches, and I also want to decorate the rocks if they have like accessible walking place, and also the dock of the bay, this little guy right here. So I think I need to grab some stuff out first, and I think the dock is going to be very simple because we do have the small dock. There are like 2 different like sizes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take this shed with me because I have no idea where mine is. So I'm just gonna steal this one real quick. So I'm thinking definitely a plain lights party arch on top of the dock, and then I wonder if we have anything else. Maybe a fishing rod or stacked fish containers. I don't know if I still have any, but let's see. I think I have a plain lights party arch at least. I do. Perfect. We can grab one of those. And then I do have fish containers. So I'm going to grab one of each. And then any chance I have a small one? I do. Okay, let me grab both of those. And then also a cooler box maybe. And what else can we put on the dock? I think that might be good. So let's go see what these look like on the dock. I'm definitely thinking in front of Captain's boat, we put the Plain Lights Party Arch. Plain Party Lights Arch. I always say that incorrectly. Whatever. So we can put that guy there. Unfortunately, he won't be here in the dream address, which is kind of sad, but I mean, we can't really do anything about it. And then let's see, a stacked fish container like here, maybe, and then one over here, the other tall one. And then we could do another small one on the ground. I don't know which color this is. If I do it that way though, I don't think you can get on to over there, but I think that's fine, right? Like you don't really have to go on the dock. You can just see it from here. Yeah, I think that's cute. I like the fish containers. It's very simple, but that's all we really need for that area. And then over here, I'm thinking maybe like a picnic situation. So we need to whip out our terraforming tool actually. And I did like a similar kind of area on, ooh, actually I kind of want to do a birthday party on the beach. So maybe we can do that. But I do want to lay down some custom codes on the ground. And I think I want to go first with this like spring lawn code and just add like a little patch of this on the ground just to, I don't know, add a little bit of detail on the ground so it's not just plain sand. So we can do a little patch of this. And then I do want to do like a birthday party. Someone recommended I do a birthday on the island, like a party somewhere on the island. I'm so sorry, I don't remember who it was, but I think that's a super cute idea. So we can do something like this. So I know for sure I want to put the, I have the birthday table and I want to put that like near the center, and it does have red stuff on top of it. See, like this little plate is red. So I think it's good enough maybe. I don't know. Don't get mad at me. But I really want to do a birthday. There is like an orangey version, and I do have the orangey something in my pockets. I have something that's orange. But we can do a little bit of this, little garlands in the back, which is really cute. And then I do have a balloon. I have this balloon. Okay, I know I can place it there. Hello? Place item. But that's kind of small. That looks kind of funny right there. I do have the festival balloon. This one. Yeah, that one feels more appropriate right there. And then maybe we can put one on both sides over here as well. So like one right here and one over here as well. That's not where I wanted that to go though. And we're just gonna scooch this guy up. Perfect. And then can I put a coconut tree here? Come on. Coconut tree. I didn't want the tiny one though. I mean, I guess we can put a tiny one here. I'm too lazy to go grab something to eat. So we're gonna, I mean, I guess I could just let it grow in. Yeah, we'll just let it grow in, which is fine. And then we can stick a flower back here. Beautiful. I have some other things as well. I have, not the birthday table, the birthday sign. That's not very red though. Maybe I'll grab the orange version because I do have the orange version of the candles, I think. Or like the red version. You see how it's like more red? Maybe we do all red stuff. So let me change this out for the red one too. So let's put that other table in the center right here. I feel like it's more red, but it's definitely orange. But I do think there's red stuff on it. Like the plates are definitely red, right? Is this another croak situation? Are you guys gonna roast me for thinking this is red? I don't know. Please don't. Please don't. Just let me live, okay? It has red stuff on it. That's all I'm gonna say. And then we can put some chairs over here. Cute. And then I do have like another table because I do have stuff to place on top of it. So we can do a table and chair setup over here. Oh, you know what I forgot to grab? I forgot to grab a gift pile. I'll have to grab one of those. So I think I want a table set up right there and then also one over here. So we can put another table over here. And then I think I can fit a chair right here. Oh, somehow me putting a chair down scared that fish. I am so sorry, Mr. Fish. I did not mean to scare you. And then chair, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. And then to go on the table, I do have the candles, this little guy, so we can turn this around. Cute! Happy birthday! And then I thought I had the birthday cake. I guess I don't have that. I thought I had that for some reason. Okay, well, whatever. I do have the birthday sign though, but I kind of want to put a tree over here. And this time I want to do a big tree. Thank you. And then maybe a flower back here to like just fill in this spot. And then we have the birthday sign. And I grabbed it in the other color. Beautiful. See, that definitely has red on it. See, I feel like this is all very red. And if you say it's not red, I will cry. I will cry real tears, okay? So just think about that, okay? I'm just kidding. Okay, I think this is cute. This little birthday setup over here. I definitely think I could add like more flowers and weeds into the mix. And then maybe like a tiny tree up here. A tiny coconut tree. Yeah, that's kind of cute there. And then I do want to grab the gift pile for over here as well. But I feel like I just feel like I can add more trees. Is this me getting ready to do my natural island next? Just getting ready for all the trees everywhere? Probably. And I kind of want to fill it up with a bunch of flowers. I'm just going to do a mix of all the flowers on the beaches just so it looks like pretty random and everything. I also have weeds to add because I feel like that makes the beaches look very natural as well. And I kind of want to go for that beachy vibe. So that is what we'll do here. I love how all of those weeds were the same exact weed. That's weird. I do think I want to grab the cake though. And then I also want to grab the gift pile. So let me go grab those. I have the cake. The cake itself isn't very red, but it does have strawberries on it, which are red. So it counts. So we have that guy for this one. Cute, cute, cute. And then I have two different gift piles. They both have red on it. So we have this one, which is very red, right? Very red. That's probably the one that we should use, right? Probably the one that we should use. So I think that is cute. I also have this one though, just to show you. We have this one. I don't know. I feel like this matches more with the vibe over here, but I do think I want to do the red one because it is indeed more red. So I feel like that's fitting. And then you can still walk through here, which is good. And you don't have to like glitch into anything. So that's perfect. So first, our little beach, first beach done is our birthday beach. Super fun. And then maybe, can I add that little balloon back here actually? I want to add it somewhere. Yeah, cute. It's so tiny, but I love it. I'm probably going to leave one of those for you in the dream address for you to walk around with because I think they're adorable. Next up over here, I kind of want to go for like a more normal beach. So, oh, you know what? I just thought of as well. We can even do fake buildings on the beach. So I wonder what we could make. Okay, so I think I want to do a bunch of beach chairs with parasols over here. And I used a custom design that I haven't used yet on the island, so that's pretty exciting. I also want to throw some trees in here because I really want, I don't know. I keep saying the same thing. but I want it to feel very beachy. And I should have a little stool to go next to it to put a little drink on top. I do not want to sit on it. I have 2 red drinks and they were just like the first ones I saw. So we have a cherry smoothie and then I think it's also tomato juice. Yeah. I mean, just pretend it's like a Bloody Mary. I don't know though. Do people drink those on the beach? That feels like that's a little weird. That feels just like not like a beach a beach drink, you know? So yeah, something like that. Oh, I want to turn this around. That's kind of cute. And I feel like we could add a stunted tree right here. Oh, it kind of glitches in there though, but I think that's fine. I feel like people usually put these chairs around areas that they want to kind of make more shady. So I actually feel like that does work. Like you'll see these around a bunch of actual trees. So I think that's okay. And then maybe we can add one up here as well. Just a little stunted tree. And like I said, I do want to add like a bunch of flowers and stuff around. So I'm just going to kind of like go crazy with the flowers. So if you think it's a lot of flowers, it's because I want a lot of flowers. Okay. And then for over here in this, like we have like this kind of like squared off kind of area. I was thinking of making kind of like a fake building that looks like they're supposed to have like sell surfboards, or maybe they do like surf lessons or something. But I thought it would be kind of cute to have over here. But I do kind of want to put a coconut tree here. A big boy. Yeah. Look how that leaf glitches into that though. I can pull... Maybe that's a little bit better. It still looks weird, but I'm just going to ignore it. And then one behind that to make it look like an actual building. Perfect. And then unfortunately there is only one red surfboard. So I can only like put one over here. But I want to do like a little collection. So like it looks like they sell them here. So probably just like 3. So like, and then one in front. And then it kind of looks like a little surf shack, you know? Maybe it's a Ron John's place. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I feel like we could add in actually one more beach parasol thing over here though. Maybe a little farther back, like over here. Oh, I also have beach blankets or beach towels. What are they called? No, stop laying down. I can scoot that over. And then I should be able to put another stool here. And then maybe we'll do the cherry juice on this side just so it's not next to the, like there's not 2 tomatoes in a row. Something like that. And then right here, I feel like we could do a tiny tree. What? There we go. And I should be able to put the stunt over here. Whoa, that was a crazy... I have no idea why it glitched all the way over there. Can it not be placed right next to this? Okay, I don't know what just happened a second ago then, because it glitched out like crazy. And then I feel like all of this area can just be a bunch of flowers and weeds. I feel like that's too close to the other one. Maybe a hyacinth over here instead. I also have a beach ball, so we can place this somewhere over here maybe? Probably a couple around the area. Like we can probably put one over here too, because I won't have my storage and my actual workbench right there in real life, so. And then we can weedify the area. I love when people do like really overgrown beaches. I don't know, like not really overgrown, but really filled beaches. But whenever I go to do my own beaches, I have a hard time filling up the area a lot, and I don't know why. Some people make such gorgeous beaches and mine are like not super filled, but I think this is a pretty good setup right now so far. What we've got pretty filled. Oh, was that a Cosmo? I think it was. I did not mean to demolish that flower. Put that back. Cute. Okay. And then let's see what we have going on back here. Probably just more flowers along this side. We have this kind of area right here. Maybe we could do like a clothes washing area. I don't know though. We could do something with the planks. We haven't done any planks over here. But can I put a tree right here? Because it's on the corner. I can. Lovely. Okay. What? I feel like maybe some I don't know. This is kind of a big area. We could do like a yoga beach area. Maybe a couple different yoga mats and more trees around here. And then how close can I get to this rock with a tree? Does it let me put one right here? Yay! And then maybe a tiny one right here. Actually, can I scoot that over one? Like here so they're not in a line? I can't. Okay. I don't know the rules of the beach, okay? So the beaches have like different rules than the rest of the island, so I never know. Okay, so I do think we could do like a little yoga area over here, which I think will be very cute. So let me grab some yoga mats and maybe some Zen pile. Oh, look, a butterfly. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of butterflies on this island actually, which is kind of weird because we do have like a pretty good number of flowers. Let me see if I have yoga mats and then probably like a music player of some sort, maybe some bottled beverages, stuff like that. All right, let's see what we can do here. I have 4 different yoga mats, and ooh, I kind of want them facing the other direction though. And they all have different patterns on them, so I thought that would be really cute. But also, I'm thinking of like the logistics of doing yoga on the beach, and I feel like, I don't know, it's not a very flat surface, right? So like I feel like you'd be kind of uneven, which maybe you want that. Maybe you want to be like a little uneven to like work on like stability muscles or something, but it just doesn't seem very very logical. Okay, and then I do have a stack of Zen cushions, so we can put a cassette player on here, and then of course we got our KK Cruisin' to jam out to. Perfect. I also grabbed a water bottle and a shaker bottle, so we can add that right there. It's so tiny, it's so cute. And then maybe the water bottle over here. We can place that down. Cute, yeah. And then probably just like weeds and flowers for the rest of it. I still want you to be able to walk around, so I don't want to fill it up a crazy amount, you know, but enough to where the area feels like it is supposed to be like fully decorated. Up next is a cute little build that I saw on Pinterest that I want to recreate for us. So I think the first thing I want to do is place down a little square of code, and maybe actually I should stand this way. I want to put down a little bit of that red plank code. Shocker to no one that this is the code we're going for, because I use it all over the island. But just like a little square of it, maybe this big, or should I, let's do another row behind this too. Yeah, okay, cute. And then what it is like a little Cosmo shower, like bathing area, you know, like when you go to the beach. Well, there's probably some of you that have never been to the beach, so let me tell you something. When you go to the beach, your feet get very sandy, your whole body gets sandy. There's sand in places that you didn't even know sand could be. And they usually have like a little showers or like little hose kind of setups on like the land, like not by like the beach, but like up by like where there's pavement. They usually have like little showers for you to like rinse off your feet and your body. So this was a cute idea, but something about just having these on like grinds my gears. So I'm going to turn those off for right now. I don't want to waste water, okay? But it was really cute because they had it like fenced in, and now I'm noticing that the fence is not going to go around here. Maybe we can only do one shower. Let's try one, and then if we put it on top, because they had it like around, like you had to like come in through the side. So maybe we can do something a little bit different. Scooch this over a little bit this way, and then fence it in over here like this. So you like go in here to rinse off, and then maybe we can put down a little bit of that code to like the planks to walk on, and it can lead up to the planks that we have over here. That's kind of cute, I think, right? So we can do like this, and then that like connects to the planks that are right here. Yeah, that's kind of cute, right? I think so. And then I have a pair of sandals to place here, because like you take your shoes off to like do it, so something like that. And then I thought in the picture that I'm like basing this off of, they had a little stand for what was on it actually? Oh, actually, what if we fenced it off this direction like this? And it kind of looks like you can go in here and like close the doors almost a little bit. I don't know, I think that's cute. But yeah, they had that little stool there for a rattan, is that how you say that word? Rattan basket with like the like towel basket, but unfortunately that does not come in a red version. So instead I grabbed a dispenser, so maybe it looks like you can rinse off and then reapply your lotion, because you need to reapply. It's like every hour you have to I don't know if it's every hour. There's some like math to it, but I don't know the math off the top of my head. And then like the SPF is like how often on top of that you don't have to reapply, you know? I don't know. There's some type of equation for like SPF and stuff, but I don't know that off the top of my head. But I thought it'd be cute to have it just like right there. And then I think I need to leave this open so you can walk around this area. But maybe we could add like a flower right here. Yeah. And then, what is this? What is this thing called? This thing that I've used 100 times on the island? A weed. Okay, this is a pretty cute area, and it's just like a little space filler, but I think it's like pretty realistic that you would like come here and rinse off, and then you can just like walk up here and go home. And maybe Rasher uses it after feeding his chickens. He just comes over here and rinses off afterwards. That's kind of gross. And then let's see, we have this big rock, which, to be honest, I didn't really think about the rocks too much, but I'm kind of thinking we could do, oh, I didn't know I had saplings right there. I'm kind of thinking we could do like a kids tent kind of situation, maybe something like that. And then we have this long beach over here, and because it's next to the lake and everything, I'm kind of thinking we could do some yachts over here, especially because we have the boat painting and the boat repair shop over by Octavian and Lucha's house. So something like that. And then for one of these back beaches, I don't know if I want to do it on this side or the other side. I want to do like a little memorial for the villagers that we kicked off the island. I have to check to see if the cemetery stone things, the graveyard stones, what are those called? Gravestones? If those come in with, if any of them have red on it, I have to figure that out. But I'm thinking maybe we could just do a little kids tent situation right here, like someone's camping out on the rock. So I'm thinking we can place down like a pattern, maybe this one, and then we could just put a little kids tent up here, and then maybe like a picnic basket or something, just like really simple, but it's filled in kind of deal. And then something over here probably, maybe like another beach ball or something, or like a bench. I don't know. Let me see what I have in my storage. Let's add in that kids tent over here. I kind of want it like right here if we can get it here on this spot. Yeah, like that. And then I do have the picnic basket. Oh, picnic basket. Just to put next to it. Maybe like on a tile right there. Maybe like right there. No, I think I want it over on the other side. Like right. Is it weird to be all the way over there though? Do we need to extend? Maybe we need to extend the blanket out. Also, sorry if you just heard that noise, that kind of weird noise. It was my neighbor's sprinkler system turning on, and it makes a very horrid sound when it first turns on. So sorry about that if you did indeed hear that. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better, and then we could put the picnic basket over here. Can I push it over another? Yeah. I like that. And then for right here, I just grabbed a beach towel. Can I put two of them next to each other actually? Yeah, maybe two, and then we can push one up. I don't like when they're right next to each other, even though that's probably what they look like in real life. But I feel like it's cuter for them to be like off center. And then did I grab a beach ball or did I just grab a beach towel? No, I just grabbed a beach towel. Okay. I might come back to put a beach ball like over here somewhere. And then I just want to add some flowers. What do I have over here? Okay. I just want to add some flowers and weeds over here just to fill this area up. And actually, can I put a tree right here? I can. Okay, beautiful for this area. And then I think down here, we're gonna do just like a bunch of boats, which isn't like too exciting, but like, what do you want from me? I think a bunch of boats would be cute. And I kind of feel like I want to put a coconut tree back over here. Or not. Does it not like that rock? That is so annoying. Literally, let me do what I want, Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing prevents us from hitting God tier of Animal Crossing. Your own rules are rooting against us. How dare they? Like, if I could just do what I want, these islands would be amazing. Oh god. Okay. I'm just yapping now. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Alright, after these flowers, I'm gonna go and grab some boats. And then I'm also gonna grab the villager photos. And I will look it up to see if we have any gravestones that are red. Because I said that a second ago, but I never looked it up. I have a bunch of stuff, but I think I want the centerpiece to be some bamboo stools. So like 3 stools and then a villager photo on each of them. I've never made like a little memorial before for my villagers, and I feel bad for laughing because I feel like this should be emotional. But we have Velma's photo, we have Croak's photo, our last villager, gone but not forgotten, and we have Olivia's photo, sweet, sweet sorrow. We have a lost heroes here. And then I have a bunch of stuff to put like candles on. So like we have a log, and then we can put, let's see, mom's. Actually, I kind of want to do a holiday candle up here. Something like that. We have, where is it? We have bamboo candles. I also have the mom's candles. Is it weird to just put them on the ground? I just have a bunch of candles. We just stack the candles around. We have the glass holder candles. This is not going to be the most aesthetic area, but it's the most emotional. It has emotional value. We have the paradise planning ones. Maybe we can put another log stool over here, or a log, and then put let's see, a mom's candle up here. I feel like this candle looks a little weird right here. Maybe something else like back here. Maybe another box, and that's where I can put the little tiny candle. Is this nice, or is this weird? Maybe push him back a little bit. Yeah, I think this is nice. We have a couple candles. We have the villager photos in memorial of them. I think it's decorated. Is this the best work I've done? No, but I also don't have access to the items I actually want to use here. Like the wedding candles would look so good here, but they don't have a red version. So yeah, I think this is gonna do for back here. Rip our 3 beautiful villagers. Olivia, Croak, and Velma. You are gone but not forgotten. And that officially finishes off this big beach over here. So we have the memorial in the back. We have all the yachts up here, and I just added trees and yachts and everything. I just did that off camera because it was just literally boats. And then we have this little rock decorated with some simple decor. And then we have our little shower area over here. And then up here we have our yoga area. Beautiful. I love the different paths, like the different codes. And these are all Able Sister codes. Isn't that amazing? I didn't even have to download those. And then up here we have our little surf shop. Our surf shop over here. We have our dock that is decorated. We have a little lounge area over here. And then over here we have our birthday beach, because we did celebrate a lot of birthdays on the island. We have like 3 villagers that have their birthdays during the days that I've been playing. And every day Isabel's like, it's a birthday. I'm like, Jesus, I've already celebrated their birthdays 8 times. But I think next I want to do this little bitty beach that we have over here. And I think you can get to it from, yeah, right here. So we have this tiny little beach. Also, why is there a fossil right there? Get out of here. I'm just gonna plant a flower here. Let's do a mom. Sure. Beautiful. I don't know what I want to do right here. I feel like I had an idea in my head and then it escaped me. I was gonna do yachts. I was gonna do... I can't... Oh, I was gonna do volleyball. We can do volleyball right here. This is the perfect area for that. Okay. Let me grab my storage and stuff, and then we can do a volleyball area. First things first for this area is obviously the volleyball net. And it does come in a red version. So, boom. Eat it and weep. Eat it and weep. We have... I don't know why I'm saying that. Maybe you're a hater, and this is me saying eat it and weep. And then I have some bamboo benches, but I kind of want to put some trees here. So maybe like a large one over here. And then can I put a small one right here? I can. Let's go. Okay, and we can stunt that. And then maybe next to this, we can do one of the bamboo benches. Cute. I also want to make sure you can still get through here. You can. Perfect. And then I have some things to go on them. So we have a cassette player. And I bet you can know what we're going to play. KK Cruisin'. At this point, I don't even know what KK Cruisin' sounds like. I just keep playing it. And then maybe a tiny coconut tree right here. Actually, no. No. I want to do the other bench right here, just so they're like close to each other. Like this. Beautiful. And then I have a water cooler. The handy water cooler. Love it. And then I also have a normal cooler, so I thought I could like put that right here. And that would look kind of cute. And then I do have the beach balls. I also went and placed a beach ball over on that rock I was talking about. So there is one over there. And then I kind of want to put one on both sides. So I don't know if that makes sense, but there's going to be one over here too. And then I'm thinking right here, good place for a tree. Good place for a full grown tree. And then I kind of want to put another little baby one right here. I'm so glad they can go that close to the water. Is it because like I can't walk through here? So I'm kind of surprised they fit there. But I am not going to complain. Not going to complain. Thank you, Nintendo, for doing something with us in your mind. Okay, and then we need to add some flowers and weeds, of course. I don't think I've ever made a beach volleyball on one of my islands before. I don't know if that's true or not. I did a volleyball on Hollytide, a volleyball area on Hollytide, but I did it on the actual island. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's gonna be one over here too. not on the beach. So I don't know if I've done a beach one. But yeah, that's a pretty simple beach and it's all done. Maybe like another weed right here actually. Right there. Beautiful. That area just felt like it needed to be filled in. Yay! And this is all filled in. And then we only have the right side to do now. Man, all of these grown weeds are driving me insane. I'm gonna have to go through and pluck all of them because they're gonna drive me crazy. Oh, it's Poppy! Hi. Now, see, now I don't know what I want to do on the beaches. I do kind of want to do a farm on the beaches, on one of the beaches, but I don't know where I want to do that. Also, I wish there was a way to stop the shells from spawning. Maybe, I feel like this is a weird spot for a farm. I kind of wanted to do, maybe next to the campsite. Maybe, oh, we have a big rock over here. Maybe we can do more of those little kid tent, campsites. That's a good idea. So I'm going to put down some of that blanket code. I'm going to use the same one for over here. And then hopefully we can fit 2 on this rock. I feel like that would be the best. So if we do 1 right here. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to be able to fit 1 here. Well, not with 3 tiles of blanket, but maybe 2 tiles of blanket right here. Oh, that's weird. We have to do it back here. And this not be 1. And then 2 kids tents up here. I think that's good. And then I was gonna say the farm right here, but that just feels a little weird, right? Like random right here. I wanted to do a strawberry farm. Maybe like right here. Maybe right here is a good place. And then I don't know what to do up here. We could do a bunch of like little picnics, but we already know I'm not the greatest at picnics. I was kind of thinking a little like clothes drying area. So maybe one of those like right here. I think for this area, actually, I want to do a mushroom area. I did one on my cobweb island over by the haunted house, and I really like how it turned out. And we have a bunch of mushroom items in red, so we can use a whole bunch because we have the Mario mushroom, we have like all of the mush DIYs. So I think we could do like a little foresty kind of guy of the mush items. So like mush parasol, boom, on the beach, and then just like a bunch of them. And maybe we could do like a little plank walkway for you to walk through. I think that would be super cute. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a bunch because it's gonna be kind of boring of me just placing them all around, and then I'll show you what it looks like. I just finished this area, so right here is just like little filler, and then if you go up this direction, this is all of the little mushroom beach. So you can see all of the little red mushroom items, and I added coconut trees and flowers and weeds and all of that. I added some over here, but didn't connect the path over here because I thought it would be like a little weird. So it just, the path starts like where resident services is right here. So if you come down from resident services, the path is right here, and then you can take the planks all the way over to that other rock where we have the kids tents. And with the kids tents, I just added like one thing in front of each of them. So this one has a life ring, and then the one over here has another radio so it can play the KK Cruisin' song as well. And then I thought about next to the campsite, I'm kind of just leaning towards having some more yachts because those are like just really good filler and pretty easy. So I think we can add a couple yachts here. Maybe like 1 or 2 can fit here. I don't know. Okay, that's as far as that one can go over, but you can still get around it and everything, so that's good. That's the main issue, is that they're kind of big, so sometimes it's hard for you to be able to walk around it. Like, can I get through it here? I can. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze right there, but I think that's okay. I think we could even push this one up. No, just kidding, we can't. Oh, I think it's because this rock right here. But you can get around it both ways, and you can get in between the yachts like that. So I think that is fine, and then that pretty much finishes this area. I mean, we could continue the yachts down here as well, because this is where the peninsula is. If you go back this direction, we have the peninsula, and then we have this area back here. And I don't know what to do back here. I was kind of thinking of a gyroid area, just like a bunch of gyroids to be really cute. But this beach is really small right here, so I think I'm just gonna do filler right here actually, and we can do that real quick. Just like with the trees and flowers and all of that, because I don't want it to take away from the peninsula, because that's like the main thing over here. So if we just add some flowers and stuff, weeds, all of that good stuff, I think that will be all okay. So all of this, can I add a tree right there? I can, but the question is, can I stunt it over here? Right there works, and then we can add a flower right here, and then like a weed right in this empty spot is perfect. And then I feel like another weed right here. And then like one flower over here. I mean, we could do a windflower to look like that area kind of like bled out onto the beach. That's kind of funny. And then that leads you back over to this one, which again, this beach is so small. There's like nothing you can do back here. So we can do a flower here and like a flower over here. Let's do a tulip. And then maybe like a weed right here. And then in that corner, just because it's really tiny. And then maybe some gyroids back here. I was thinking of like a gyroid band, but I didn't expect there to be this big chunk in the center because I kind of wanted to be centered. So I'll have to look at what I have. So all of this is good back here except for that rock. And then this is all filled in. So really we just have this stretch right here all the way over to right here, which actually isn't that much. We could do the little farm right here. I don't know. Can I get this pathing to work? That is the question. I have this guy and I was thinking, I think I can only do it for 2 rows. Because I was going to connect them, but this kind of just makes like one circle. That's not like too interesting. I would have needed a bigger area, I think. Okay, so maybe scratch that. Maybe we won't have a farm over here. But what is over here? We have the fire station and the basketball court. We do have that flower farm right here as well. And then the campsite is up here. What is something that like, maybe for like the fire station, we can just do simple decor and then like a, what's it called? The life, is there a life, oh my gosh. What are their names? A lifeguard. Oh my gosh, I don't know why that word completely erased from my memory. But maybe we could just do a lifeguard right there, a little lifeguard post. Can I not put a tree right there? Hello? Oh, okay, maybe I was just too far over. Maybe just a little lifeguard right here, and then we can give him like a little cooler or something. So maybe like when the firefighters are off work, they work more and do lifeguarding. I have, look at Poppy bouncing the ball. She's so cute. And then this little strip right here, probably just more flowers and stuff because it's so tiny. So maybe like another tree right here. And then maybe a tiny one right here and then just more flowers. So I really just have to see what I want to do on that back beach. That back area where I have the rock. And then this is all kind of like filler. And then I have to see if I have a lifeguard chair, which I don't think is too much of an ask. So I'll have to see if I have that. And then I have to see what gyroids I still have. I think I have more of all the ones we used before. I have the lifeguard chair and it does come in a red version. It's kind of red and orange at the same time, but like the seat is orange, but the actual like metal framing of the chair is red. So I'm gonna count that, and then I have a life ring to go with it because they needed to save people. So beautiful, area done. And then I grabbed some stuff for the back beach, and instead of doing gyroids, I actually thought about doing a little painting area because we have 2 kind of chunks almost. Like we have a chunk right here and then a chunk over here. So I thought we could do a painting per chunk. How many times can I say chunk in one sitting? So I grabbed some paintings that have like a little bit of red on it. So this is the nice painting and it has like the bright red pants. So I thought that would work, and then I have a little stool to go with it. And then of course, to paint, you need paint cans. So boom, boom bada bing, paint cans. Boom bada bing. And there's red, blue, and yellow, which, meh, I don't care. And then over here we have the perfect painting, which has like red fruits on it, so I'm counting it. And because there's not like just a plain red painting, you know? So we have that, and then we can add the paint cans down. Paint cans, there we go. And I just kind of want to turn, can I turn this? Hello? No, get up. Every time I sit down, it just enrages me a little bit. Okay, I just wanted to turn it so the red one was towards the front. So we have our 2 little painting areas over here. We have just like a little filler beach that leads over to our peninsula. And then up here we have another kind of like filler beach, just like flowers, trees. There's not a whole lot I can do right here, okay? And then if we go, actually, that means that our whole island is decorated now. Now that our beaches are done. Should we check to see if we have 5 stars now? Or should I make you wait until the last episode? I think I'm going to make you wait until the last episode. I'm so sorry. But over here we have our lifeguard chair. Beautiful. Over here we have a little boat area next to the campsite. We have some more camping by the beach right here. And then that leads into our mushroom beach. I really love this area. This is so much fun. And I really wanted to use a lot more mushrooms on this island than I did. So now that I got to use all of them, I'm kind of happy. And that's all for that beach side over there. And then we have this little beach up near the airport. And that is our volleyball area. So just a cute little beach right here. Darling. And then that leads over to our beach that we started with. We already kind of ran through here, but I figured I'd give you another peek at it. We have our birthday beach over here. Birthday in the house. And I don't want anyone to complain about this not being red, because I know the tablecloth is red, okay? I understand that. But look at the plates. The plates are red. And the candle thingies on the top of the cake, are those supposed to be strawberries, maybe? I don't know. Those are red, okay? So it's red and orange. So that's our birthday beach. And then over here we just have our relaxing area with some beach chairs and our little dock with Cap'n. He's like a fisherman. We have our little surf shack over here. I almost said surf shack again. Good lord. And then we have our yoga beach. Super cute. And then by Rasher's house we have our little rinsing off area and where you can apply your sunscreen. Very important. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that item moved like that. That's so cute. And on this rock over here we have some sunbathers and another little kids tent. And then we have our little trusty boat section back here next to our boat repairs. And then my favorite area, we have the memorial for our villagers because they deserve to be memorialized. Look at them. Gone but not forgotten. Oh, I miss them. But friends, that is going to be the end of day 28. We have officially finished well, I guess we haven't finished yet because we have to do final touches. But technically I could upload the DA right now, but I'm going to go around and add like small little details like scattered papers, maybe some cruiser bikes, a scooter, a skateboard, leaf piles, stuff like that makes it feel like a little bit more cluttered and lived in. So we'll do that not tomorrow but the next day. And then tomorrow we're going to work on my house. Super exciting. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see all of you tomorrow. And when that video is ready, it will be on the screen somewhere for you. But before you go, say goodbye to Olivia, Croak, and Velma. They will be missed and you will be missed. Well, I hope you're not going anywhere. I'll see you tomorrow, right? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, friends. I need to wave. Bye, friends.